Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with something a little bit new, a little bit different today. I have picked up Ghost Recon Wildlands, as you might expect by this video existing, and I know everybody in the world is playing this game right now, YouTubers and, people who are just playing it on their own time. So I want to, I want to play it too. I really enjoy the game, and I want to get some content out there for it, but I want to spice things up as well. I don't want to be putting out straight up gameplay like everybody else is. And so I thought it would be fun to maybe do some character creation tutorials for characters from movies, video games, TV show, real life military units, things like that. That if you want to try to replicate them in the game, I'd like to help you with that. So I've got a couple in mind. We're going to start with Ghost from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm going to go with Modern Warfare 2 because that's the last Call of Duty I played any significant time on. But yeah, so we're going to take characters like that. We're going to try to replicate them in this character creation system because I think it's a fantastic one. It's got tons of options, tons of customization. It's a lot of fun to mess around with. I've spent probably way longer than I should have creating my character that you're looking at here. And I just like messing with it, and this is an excuse for me to do that some more. So feel free to submit any suggestions that you guys would like to see. I'd be happy to create them for you. I don't know how often I'm going to put these out, but they're not going to take me very long, I don't think, so I can probably do quite a few. Anywho, with that said, let's jump in and start replicating Ghost. So the first thing we're going to need to do is edit the head. Now, the only thing I can't change here is the face. Obviously, once you create your character, that is locked in, but everything else can change. Hair, tattoos, hair color, just your eye color, and your facial structure and skin tone are set. And so with some of these, you're going to have to suspend disbelief a little bit. And obviously, if you haven't created your character yet and you're looking at this for tutorial, pick whichever face you think would fit the character best. So for Ghost, he's always wearing his mask, and in that case, his face really doesn't matter. So in fact, I'm going to leave this alone, but I might get rid of this because I don't know if that will show through the mask, if it's going to peek through a little bit. So we're going to get rid of it. And then we'll leave the face as is. Next up, we have the clothes. And so most of the characters in Modern Warfare 2 are wearing a fairly heavy vest. So first thing we want to do is, I think we're going to jump down to the IBA. This is a pretty heavy plate carrier. And then as far as color is concerned, it's sort of like it's a very neutral color. I think sandstone is probably the closest. So we'll grab that. And then for his shirt, this one's a little bit difficult because he has his sleeves rolled up in most of the pictures. And so something like this would be sort of close. The thing is, you can't really, I mean, you could. This is certainly an option if you wanted to go gray like that. You do have the weird like untucked shirt thing sticking out, but this would certainly work. What I would recommend though is going down to, let's see, not the light hunting jacket, the fleece. So I would do that one. And then the color you want is sort of like a light, it's lighter than the sandstone color, and so it might be difficult to replicate in here. Let's see what our other options are. This would work, but it's more earthy than that. It's not like a really cold gray color. That's just straight up white. That's not going to work. So let's see. We might have to go with sandstone and then make his vest a little bit darker. I just wish they had a lighter color than that isn't white. Is there anything else? That's coyote brown. That's even darker. So we're going to go sandstone there. And then for the vest, we'll make it a little bit darker just to make that look lighter. So let's see. What are our options? We can make this coyote brown. And I think that's a pretty good color for it, actually. So we'll do that. Now for his pants. He's typically wearing a single knee pad on his right knee. We're going to have to go double here because that's our only option. And then his pants are fairly loose cargo pants. So sort of take your pick here. Any of them will work. This one would be fine. I think there's one that fits a little bit better though. And so I would probably go with this one. And then color wise, it's a very dark color. I think the black is too dark. The coyote brown is... Let's take a look. The thing is, it looks the same as his shirt. The shirt is very dark for some reason. And so I would prefer the shirt to be lighter, but since we can't do that, we'll try to make the pants darker. Maybe we can get like a dark olive color. So let's see. That could work. I wish it was darker, but we can sort of make do with that. Is there any other pair of pants that would make that color look darker? There really isn't. Everything looks fairly light on the pants and darker on the shirts, which is kind of strange. I never noticed that before. As far as the footwear goes, these are pretty much what he's wearing, so I would just leave it at that. And then now we get into the important stuff, which is like his face wear. On his eyes, he's normally wearing sunglasses. Let's see if we can find... That's actually pretty close. That's pretty close to what he's wearing. Let's see. That one might work. I think that's just the same glasses with different lenses, though. Yeah. So if you have these unlocked, you know, take your pick between the two. But I think the straight jacket is definitely the best way to go. I'll do the fire ones just because I like the different colored lenses. And then face wear. This is the obvious one. You want to go with this and then black. Unfortunately, there isn't one with a skull on it, so you're going to have to kind of make do with that. The closest you can get to this skull is, where is it? The skull bandana, which obviously isn't quite the same. So we'll go with the balaclava. And he does have a single hole. It's not two separate eye holes, and so that's probably as close as you'll get. Headwear-wise, he is not wearing a helmet, obviously, but he is wearing a headset. So any of these headsets will do. The one that he's wearing probably matches this one most closely. So I would go with this one, but again, take your pick. Anything but the earpiece will look about right. And then I would recommend probably the olive drab color. But you could go like anything in these three, or even black. Yeah, so there you go. Handwear, he is wearing really dark gloves. I mean, I would probably go with the Kevlar ones and just make them black. You could do that. I mean, with little details like this, you know, you can pretty much make it your own. I just think that his shirt looks kind of odd with those gloves, so I would do, you know, anything else. But they're dark, so I would probably go with something black. Then, backpack-wise, here you can get pretty creative. He's not typically wearing a backpack, and the game doesn't allow you to go without one. So, you know, pick whatever you think works best. Maybe the drone, since your character has a drone with him. So I would pick that one, and then I would try to match the color to the vest, so like olive drab. Although, for some reason, again, here the colors look off. The sandstone actually looks closer. Did I say olive drab? I meant coyote brown. The sandstone looks closer to coyote brown here, so I would probably go with that one. And then patches. Now, this is really up to you. Something with a skull would probably be good, but you're not going to find like a Task Force 141 patch. You're not going to find a British flag or anything, so I would probably go with, let's see, we just saw one that looked pretty good. Maybe this one. I think that works. I mean, you can obviously go without a patch or whatever you feel like there. But that is our Ghost. Now, obviously, what really makes him is the skull on the mask, and that's something that we can't replicate. But otherwise, I think he looks pretty spot on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, feel free to throw me some suggestions if there's other characters you'd like to see. Again, it can be other video games, it can be movies or television. Even if you just want to see real-life military units, like if you want to see a modern Navy SEAL or, you know, modern Army Ranger, Delta Force. I don't know how well non-American military will work, because most of the camouflage in this game is American camouflage. There's very few, if any, camouflages that are being used by foreign nations, but we can try to get close. So feel free to throw those out there too. I'll do my best. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time creating Ghost with you guys, and look forward to seeing you back here for my next video.